Welcome to the Mail training videos. In this video, I'm going to show how to use the search and multi-select functions together to quickly organize a large inbox into new folders, creating routing rules at the same time so that the new folders will automatically receive matching incoming mail in the future. Suppose that I have an inbox, for example, with a lot of emails from Publix supermarkets. I'd like to create a folder meant to receive all of their emails ongoing, and also move the ones I've already received from them to that new folder, and then have all future emails from them to go automatically to that new folder. Here's how we can do that quickly. First, let's create a folder in our Comcast account named Publix. So we'll tap on Setup, select Update Folders, select our Comcast account, and then we'll add a new folder called Publix. For purposes of this demo, I'll leave the default selections for that folder and just tap on Update as you see here. If you notice now, we have a new folder in our account, our Comcast account, called Publix. Now, I'd like to select all of the emails out of the large number I have in my inbox that are from Publix as a group, and as quickly as I can. So let's tap on Mail List and use our search function for email addresses, and we'll enter just Publix and wait for a couple of seconds for the query. And now you'll notice that all the emails that I have here are from Publix.com, in info-publix.com. So we'll scroll back up here, and instead of, as in the previous demonstrations, I have individually select a number of items in multi-select mode to perform some operation on them. But it'd be much better to be able to select all of those that I just isolated as a group and perform an operation on all of those at one time. So let's tap on multi-select emails, and this time, instead of tapping on the individual emails, I'm going to tap once on the inbox folder itself, and that will select all of the, when you're in multi-select mode, that will select all of the emails that are displayed from that open folder at that time. So what I would like to do then, now that I have them selected as a group, I would like to move them to a folder. So I'll select Move Selected Emails to a folder, as you see here. And now I have the opportunity to select the folder that I want them to go to. Now before I select Publix, the folder, which is where I want them to go, I'm going to also change my option to create an automatic routing rule, so that as they are moved, a rule will be generated so that in the future, all incoming emails that are from exact.publix.com will go to the Publix folder. So I'm going to select the Publix folder now, and you'll see that in a second that all of the emails have been moved. I get a confirmation that it's complete. Now let's look at our Publix folder. I'm going to scroll this up a little bit, and you'll notice that the Publix emails are there. If I tap here, I can look at the individual ones, and I can go back and close this folder, scroll back up. Oh, incidentally too, the search box came to a smaller size in order so that we could look at the emails, see more of the email. You can also scroll this up, and I can click in one of the other boxes here to bring it back to full size quickly as well. So we'll close this at this point and close our inbox. And then just let's look at one more thing. We'll go to Setup and Update Email Auto Routing Rules. Select our Comcast account. And then let's take a look at our AutoGen rule number 2 and see if that's the one from Publix. I had other rules from other examples previously. Let's swipe to the right. And sure enough, we'll see that the new rule that we just created is named AutoGen Rule 2 because we created automatically as we were moving emails. And we selected by sender email. The rule will match on emails by sender email address. In this case, it's do not reply at info-publix.com. And the action is to send it to the folder Publix with a priority of none. Let's take a quick look just to make sure for AutoGen Rule 1. We'll swipe to the right on it. And notice that this one is also to Publix. So actually we created 2 rules as we were moving all those emails. And the reason for that is that of the group of emails we selected to move, there was more than one sender email address in that folder that we were moving. And so a rule was created for each of the different email addresses that were from Publix. And the rule is to send them to the Publix folder in the future. So we'll close that out and just take one last look at the Publix folder. Let's look at some of the, we'll see no reply at exact.publix.com. Scroll on down a little bit. And then there's the other one, do not reply at info-publix.com. So it was from two different email addresses they're actually Publix addresses going to the folder. And then that rule will ensure that in the future, when we tap on Get Email, that emails from those two addresses will go directly to this new folder. And that will conclude this demo on quickly organizing a large inbox into new folders. You can repeat this procedure, quickly isolating groups of emails, move them to a new folder that you create, and at the same time create a rule so that you don't have to repeat that process again in the future.